Welcome to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadia. Big show tonight. Hurricane Irma barreling through the Caribbean on its way to being a catastrophic weather event for our friends and family in Florida. We'll have all the details for you. There is chaos at the airport as people try to get out of this monster storm's way. One plane, as a matter of fact, made it to Puerto Rico just ahead of the storm and got out as the storm came through. All that coming up, plus an NFL Pro Bowler crying racism after he was taken down by the cops in Las Vegas when they were responding to what they thought was an active shooter situation.
I wasn't doing nothing, man.
All that coming up, plus your headlines. But first, Hurricane Irma barreling through the Caribbean, headed to Florida. Evacuations are happening right now as we speak. People in peril. People have died. Millions and millions, if not more, dollars in property damage. This thing is not over yet. I want to bring in Bernie Rayno from AccuWeather to give us all the details. Bernie, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Unfortunately, though, we are still dealing with a life-threatening and catastrophic Hurricane Irma. Irma is going to continue to move northwest. It is going to batter the Turks and Caicos tonight, the southern Bahamas tomorrow, then the move to Florida. Now, there's still some room on our track to the east coast of Florida, right toward the peninsula or perhaps the west coast, though, but no matter how you slice it, this is going to be a catastrophic, very damaging hurricane for Florida as we move into our late Saturday night into Sunday. If the only way we can get through this is if the storm goes off the east coast enough of Florida that the devastating winds and storm surge stays offshore. Then the storm will be moving north, and we are looking for more impacts along the Carolina coast on Monday.
Now, not as catastrophic in Puerto Rico. It seems that missed it slightly.
Well, yeah, it was not as catastrophic, but there's quite a bit of power that is off in Puerto Rico, and it could be weeks before some of the power comes back on. But Puerto Rico was lucky. It was a damaging storm. I wouldn't call it catastrophic.
Okay, Bernie, thank you. Chaos at the airport as people try to get out of this monster storm's way. One flight, a Delta flight, made it to Puerto Rico and just out in time as the storm barreled through. Diana Blass has your full story about how folks are preparing in our area.
This is the scene in Sunset Park, Brooklyn.
It's not going through. It don't go through.
Who are you trying to reach?
I tried to reach a friend of mine, Noel Vargas.
Puerto Rican New Yorkers struggling to get in touch with loved ones at home, where 1 million people are without power.
He lived across the street of my house. No, it's nothing happened.
Hurricane Irma skirted past Puerto Rico on Wednesday with winds up to 180 miles per hour. Since Tuesday, locals have been dropping off donations to Assemblyman Felix Ortiz's office here on 4th Avenue.
You know, it's hard. It's very heartbreaking, and, you know, it's sad.
I'm trying to help out with whatever I can. Every little bit counts.
Is this from you here?
Yeah, and I brought a little bag before.
Yeah, this is the second time she comes, so yeah, she donated twice, so that's good, you know.
He was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Less than 24 hours ago, you could see supplies from floor to ceiling in his office. Those are sent out on Wednesday, but the work isn't over yet.
This is our conference room, and we have waters, we have portable stuff, we have conflicts, and we even have juice and toys and books.
Irma killed at least 9 people as it blasted through the Caribbean. It's now charging towards Florida, where it's expected to remain a powerful Category 4 or 5 hurricane as it approaches the state. For Chasing News, I'm Diana Blass.
Thank you, Diana. All right, I want to bring in Assemblyman Felix Ortiz from Brooklyn, who has really become the focal point of the relief effort to help people out who've got relatives, friends, etc. in Puerto Rico. Assemblyman, thanks for joining me on Chasing News.
Thank you for having me.
So you got stuff. I imagine you're in your office right now.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, number one, what's it like? I mean, have you been up for a couple days? Are people flooding your office with calls?
Yeah, this has been going for probably now it's about a good 32 hours. And what we did is we decided to be proactive rather than reactive.
Let me ask you, what kind of calls are you getting? Is it people that are scared to death about their relatives, or is it more people saying, how do I help?
Well, it's really about two things. Number one, how can I get in touch with my family in Puerto Rico? And number two, how can I be help and what kind of thing that you really need? And we're telling everybody what we need is portable stuff, water, battery, flashlights, as well as cans of items.
How are your friends and relatives? Do you have friends and relatives in the area that have been impacted?
All my family is in Puerto Rico. I only have one sister here. They live in the south and the northern eastern part of Puerto Rico that got hit. My father is doing well. I spoke to him about 45 minutes ago. Finally, I got through. He's doing well.
Thank God for that, and God bless you for the good work that you're doing. How can our viewers be helpful?
Well, I think that the viewers can call my office at 718-492-6334, or they can buy at 5004 4th Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, and they can bring whatever goods they feel like that will be useful for the people of Puerto Rico.
Thank you, Assemblyman. Appreciate you taking the time tonight. Talk to me.
Thank you very much. God bless.